don't you move in here with Miriam?
Why don't you?
Oh, there's a lovely picture. And in the summertime, we could rent a cottage at the beach, the three of us.
Hey, look it, I don't hear any offers to move in with you at the King's Arms, do I?
Well, I'm not going to be there forever.
Oh, really? Funny, but that's exactly how long I intend to be at my mother's house. Excuse me, at my house.
Nancy, I wish there was something else I could say except that I was wrong about this whole thing. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't want your apologies.
How about my company?
Sorry, I gotta go home and sandbag the house.
Good night, Nancy.
Jenny, come on, I'm ready. Our little girl's growing up. She's learned how to keep a man waiting.
Well, maybe she's growing up too fast.
Well, I wouldn't take that proposal too seriously. Bobby's only 12.
Jeff, that isn't funny.
Where'd that come from?
Forget it. Jenny, your father's waiting.
Oh, wait a second. Did I do something wrong?
Well, you could pay a little more attention to the things that go on around here.
Well, like what?
Like the fact that Jenny is growing up too fast, partially due to Jill's influence.
Well, honey, I'm just as concerned about that as you are. I mean, what do you think that talk was about the other night?
I wonder.
Liz, this isn't like you.
I'm sorry.
Look, I know there's been a lot of tension around here, but we're doing the best we can. Hey, I want to be optimistic about Jill. I think she'll sense that, pick up on it.
Oh, I hope so. But haven't you noticed how Jenny is so attracted to her and she doesn't seem to see any of her bad habits?
Yeah, that's our job as parents.
Well, I know. But they spend so much time together.
Oh, you're jealous.
No, I'm not jealous. You know me better than that. It's just, well, Jenny's so impressionable. I worry about Jill's influence on her.
Hey, honey, nobody can take the place of a mother.
Poor Jill. I mean, she didn't get the love from her mother that she really needed, and now I'm trying to keep her from experiencing the love of a little girl.
Don't be so hard on yourself. This is new to all of us. Making adjustments is never easy.
Jeff, I want to care about her. I want to love her. It's hard. Jenny, hurry up, please.
You're doing a fine job. I mean, we have to remember that if our heart's in the right place and we love the Lord, I mean, it's got to work out. You know, I've been thinking that maybe he really wants to teach us something out of this.
Well, sure, he uses our experiences every day.
No, I mean something more, much more.
How?
I don't know, but I know that he'll show it to us in his time. In the meantime, we just have to pray about it.
I don't intend for the entire hotel to hear us.
Right. Hey, thanks for agreeing to see me.
Like I said, Gene, I'm just trying to be reasonable.
Is that what you call it?
What was that?
Nothing. Look, you're right. We've tried everything else, and I think it's about time that we talk now, Carla, and I mean talk.
Don't make it sound like a one-sided story, Gene.
Well, it wouldn't be if... You see what we keep doing to ourselves? I mean, we, Carla, and notice, I mentioned myself in that, too.
Now, don't pat yourself on the back too hard. You might break your arm.
Okay, all right, you're angry. I understand that, but please, just listen to me.
Oh, go on and get it over with.
Come on, can we sit down a second? There's something here. Now, I never meant for this thing to go this far. And I know now that spite isn't the way to handle anything. I mean, look what it's done to us. And maybe I was wrong for not telling you that we moved.
Maybe?
All right. I was wrong. Maybe I let the situation get out of hand.
Why is it always maybe with you? Why can't you ever take responsibility for your actions? Poor little spat-upon Gene Redlin. Why does all these terrible things always happen to him?
All right. Okay. I was wrong. was wrong. I was just frightened of losing my son.
Tell me about it. Tell me how it feels.
I'm sorry, but we can't keep living like this. We've got to come to some kind of agreement on Jimmy.
Why should I? Why should I open myself up to more pain? At least now, the way things are, the pain that I've been carrying for 2 years is gone.
And mine, Carla?
I don't want to think about yours now.
Hey, please,
What are we praying for, Jeff? Be specific.
I don't know. Patience and wisdom, guidance.
Mommy, I'm ready.
Oh, honey, not now. Daddy and I... Oh, never mind.
Don't I look nice this morning?
Very. That's not the dress I ironed for you last night, is it?
No, Jill picked out another one. I kind of like this one better.
It's not as if it was important or anything.
Oh. No, I guess not.
Come on, honey. We're running a little late.
Okay. Bye, Mommy.
Bye, honey.
Bye, Jill. I can't wait till we get home so I can play.
See you later, kid.
Can't I have a big hug like that?
Sure, Mom.
Uh-oh. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Jill. Bye, Mommy.
Bye.
Well, Jill, do you have anything exciting planned for today?
Sure. Elizabeth Taylor and I are having lunch together. We're discussing fashion.
Maybe you could get her to stay for dinner, too.
Yeah, right.
I imagine it does get a little boring around here during the day.
Boring, dull, depressing. That almost describes it.
I'm, having the Davidsons over for dinner soon. Would you like that?
What, me and the amazing midget again?
Jill, have you given any thought to what you'd like to do?
What do you mean?
I mean, long-range goals.
Mrs. Cummings, for me, planning what I'm going to have for lunch is a long-range goal.
Well, don't you have any dreams or ambitions?
I'd like to earn a vet someday.
I was thinking more along the line of a career or schooling.
Why bother?
Because you have real potential.
You sound like a frustrated guidance counselor.
Why do you block every attempt we make to help you?
Did you ever think that I may not want your help? Look, Mrs. Cummings, I may as well tell you. I'm not planning on staying in Kingsley very much longer.
Just a second, honey. As soon as I put on this boot, and quicker than you can say soufflé à l'orange flambé, we will be off to lunch.
I can't say that, Mom.
You're learning, kid. But I'm still going to change this boot. But I also want to talk to you.
It isn't going to be about why I threw that chair into the hotel pool, is it?
No, but don't you do it again. Jimmy, I talked to your daddy this morning.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. He misses you very much.
I miss him too.
I know you do, sugar. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. You know, just because people are adults, it doesn't mean that they always act grown up. Now, at times I think that your dad and I behaved as if we were younger than you.
Yeah, but I don't think Dad would have thrown that chair in the pool.
Jimmy.
But he did throw a frog off our patio.
Jimmy, please, now I want to talk to you about us.
Yeah, but every time we do, you end up crying or Dad ends up yelling.
That's why we have to decide on something now. And what we were doing was wrong. Now, will you listen to me?
Okay.
Thank you. Now, what we've been doing is all right for a few days, but it's going to have to change soon.
You mean you don't want me anymore?
Oh, no, honey, no. You're the most precious thing that I have, and don't you ever forget that. And what I mean is, If you really want to be with your dad and your grandma, then I don't want to keep you from them.
What about you?
We'd still be able to see each other.
I know how that works. Let's eat. I'm hungry.
Now, Jimmy, now you come right back here. Now, this isn't easy for me either. You know, when I was a little girl, my daddy ran away from my mom and me. And I cried and I cried. But I said to myself, one day I'm going to have me a little baby and I'm going to show everybody how it's supposed to be loved. I guess I didn't do a good job, huh? But I intend to from now on. That's why I want what you want.
I want you and Daddy back together.
Oh, baby. That's the one thing that I can't do.
Because you don't love him anymore?
No, it's because sometimes adults go too far and they say and they do things that hurt too much that it's impossible to forget. And then it's too late.
Now, I've always looked back on those days of struggling through medical school and through my residency with a great deal of affection.
Well, I guess I'm still a little too close to them.
Or not out of them. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, listen, don't forget, I've been around the block a couple times more than you have.
But I'm catching up fast.
Oh, never, never. You know, I actually love having to start over again, having to prove myself again. I'm telling you, if there is ever an elixir of youth, that has got to be it.
Well, if there was ever anyone who didn't need one, it's you.
Well,
But, Dave, don't you see, at least you've proven yourself once. I mean, when do I get my chance?
You will. I wouldn't exactly call my track record proving myself. Don't be in such a rush, Ben. Hey, that was a wonderful dinner, Laurie.
Thank you. I'm glad you didn't mind being a guinea pig.
Al, listen, anytime you want to experiment like that on me, fine.
If you'd like, I could try my
excuse
new
me,
recipe.
honey. Dave, don't you think with the clinic, time is of the essence?
Yes, but so is timing.
Would anyone like another cup of coffee?
Lori,
no, thank
you
you.
just filled our cups. Now, I agree with you. It is important, but I don't want to miss the boat on this thing.
How can we? It's there for the taking.
Exactly. But every day we lose the chance to help someone, like the Hanson girl.
Hey, how is she doing?
She's doing just fine. She's still living at the Cummings house.
Oh, that's marvelous.
I talked to Liz the other day, and she said
Lori,
there's still a few more.
please. You see, Dave, I just feel so frustrated sitting around hoping this thing will happen, when I know there's so many people that need our help.
Well, I can vouch for that. After all, I was one of them.
See, I talked with Leon Marshall again the other day. And he's got a few more places for us to take a look at.
Great. Did he say where?
Yeah, all of them are in the Chesterfield section. And I was wondering, how many square feet do you think we're going to need?
I don't know. I'd say probably 1,500 should be adequate, don't you think?
Oh, without a question. And I don't think that's going to be a problem, because most of the buildings in that area are 40 or 50 years old.
Yeah. They used to make them a little more spacious back then.
Now, one of them that he mentioned was at 3rd and Union. Is that a good spot?
Yeah, it's right at the center of the drug traffic.
Well, it doesn't sound like we could do any better than that.
I would say so.
Miriam?
Look at this mess!
Mim, where are you?
Charles, what are you doing here?
Well, I might very well ask you the same question.
Well, at the moment, I'm trying to assemble a gin and tonic. I realize it's a little unseasonable, but I like to indulge in my impulses. Of course, the one thing that Miriam does seem to have is ice, although I'm really surprised that she knows how to make it.
Nancy, I know you're upset.
And of course, there isn't any tonic water, but, and I wonder whether those green things in the fridge are actually limes.
Nancy, stop it.
Still, there's gin.
Where's Miriam?
Sleeping.
At 7:30?
Well, she was very tired.
Oh, just bet she was.
So what is this, a pity call, then? Look, don't bother. I've already checked.
Nancy, I'm sorry about yesterday, but we really have to be realistic about this thing.
Realistic? I am being realistic. You're just running scared. You're just afraid Dunbar's gonna rub your nose in the dirt again, aren't you?
Nancy, I am afraid of nothing. But how would it look if the police arrived at the house with a court order to evict you when we're in the bedroom?
Oh, come on. It's not gonna happen.
It might very well happen that way. And I think you should leave to avoid a very potentially embarrassing situation. Very embarrassing.
Charles, my position is legally as sound as a dollar.
Yes, I'd say that's a fairly accurate assessment.
Come on, you know what I mean.
Why don't you move in here with Miriam?
Why don't you?
Oh, there's a lovely picture. And in the summertime, we could rent a cottage at the beach, the three of us.
Hey, look it, I don't hear any offers to move in with you at the King's Arms, do I?
Well, I'm not going to be there forever.
Oh, really? Funny, but that's exactly how long I intend to be at my mother's house. Excuse me, at my house.
Nancy, I wish there was something else I could say except that I was wrong about this whole thing. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't want your apologies.
How about my company?
Sorry, I gotta go home and sandbag the house.
Good night, Nancy.
Gene.
Huh?
Gene.
What?
T-U-N.
T-U-N what?
Well, that's it. T-U-N.
Well, what about it?
Well, what kind of word is that?
How the heck am I supposed to know?
Well, you went to college.
Oh, yes, right. I went to college, so I'm supposed to know every word in the English language. Mom, for crying out loud, let me read, please.
Are you going to make me look it up myself? Why, a body has to have a college graduate sitting right in front of you and has to look it up yourself. T-U-N, a large cask. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Hungry?
It's a country in Central Europe. Mama, please let me read.
Are you hungry?
Oh. I know, I'm still full. Why do I get the feeling that we're supposed to be doing something or that something's missing?
Oh, Jimmy usually watches all those awful shows with all the cars chasing each other.
That's right.
Why do you let him watch that awful junk, Jimmy? You know you should. Are you gonna get that?
I'm hoping whoever it is will go away.
Oh.
Mama, ask who it is before you answer that door.
Well, if you're so interested, why didn't you get it? Hallelujah! Praise God! It's Jimmy. Oh, it's so good to have you back home, son.
Dad!
Jimmy, hey, buddy.
Mom said I could either stay here or with her, but it's my choice.
Hey, Chimp, anything you say, anything.
Grandma, I'm hungry.
Well, you just march yourself right in that kitchen and we'll put an end to that. Oh, thank you so much for bringing him back.
Stuff stinks.
No, it doesn't.
It's giving me a headache.
You're giving me a headache. Watch TV, will you?
I don't like that show.
It's a lot better than that family that lives in the Everglades and hugs each other all the time.
It's my favorite show.
I hope they all get eaten by alligators.
That's not nice.
Well, excuse me.
Where'd you get the nail polish?
From your mother's dresser?
Did you ask her?
Yes, I asked her.
Bet you didn't.
Bet I did.
Didn't.
Did. Did. Jenny, go bug off.
I'm gonna tell.
Go ahead. When are your parents coming home anyway?
About an hour.
Good.
You look funny.
Not half as funny as you're gonna look with nail polish in your hair.
You better not. That's against the rules.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
I'm gonna tell about that, too.
Turn blue.
What are you gonna do about snow?
See? Gets rid of unwanted odors and unwanted pests.
You better not.
to say prayers.
Okay.
I expect I'm going to have the best night's sleep that I've had in a long time.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know, I wonder why she did it, Mom.
Oh, love, honey. Pure, simple love.
Grandma, I think I want to say my prayers down here tonight.
Oh, do you want to start or shall I?
You can.
Oh, Heavenly Father, how great is thy goodness. You've heard our prayers and you've answered them. Thank you, Jesus, thank you. Keep this family, oh God, safe in your care.
God, you know I don't ask for much, but I want something now even more than I wanted that video game for Christmas. Please, God, please let my mother and father love each other again.